it's gone. There we are. Okay, guys, everyone remember to have your cameras on. Let's continue with the exercise we were doing. Remember, we are working on page 29 of your book. Page 29 of your book. So, Adonis, you were doing the exercise, right? Let me show you. And go with the last one. Read the sentence and choose the correct answer. Remember, we are working on simple present tense versus present progressive. Okay? So, Adonis, camera on, microphone on, please.
Ya prendido la cámara.
Microphone, I said, sorry. Go. Read the sentence, please.
A ver, ya. Bella can speak now. She, las opciones. Bella. Is having her dinner at the moment.
At the moment. Very good.
At the moment.
Very good, Adonis.
Adiós,
Thank you.
bendiga.
So, is having, because we are noticed that the activity is happening right now, at the moment. When we have these type of expressions that explain specifically now, in the moment I'm saying my sentence, of course, it is going to be present progressive because it's a progression. The activity is not finished yet. It's happening now. Let's go to the next one. Complete the questions. What music do you usually listen to? So here is the first example. Now I want you to put the sentence, change the order of the words so you can write the sentence correctly. Okay? Let me listen. Desiree, please. Microphone on and start reading number 2 in the correct order. Yes. Desiree, microphone on.
Yeah.
Okay. So, sorry, can you repeat that a little bit louder? Your? Check, analyze it, take your time, no problem. Remember, if it's in present progressive, we use are at the beginning. But in this case, what do we use for present tense, for simple present tense? Let's start remembering, okay? Let's start remembering. When we ask a question, here. When we ask a question related to simple present tense, remember we started with do or does, if it's yes or no question. If it's an information question, we have what do or what does, right? Let's be clear on that. Do for first and second persons and does for the third persons, right? So if we are going to put these sentences, if we are going to complete these questions, sorry, we are going to use the correct auxiliary. In this case, does. Why? Because we are talking about your dad. He, right? A man, any man. So that's For men, we use does because it's replaced by he, the personal pronoun he, and it belongs to the third person singular. So we say, does your dad often wear jeans? Remember that often or frequency adverbs will go, in this case, before the verb, before the main verb. So, Desiree, can you do number 3? In this case, we have you. What is the correct auxiliary?
Do you enjoy this exercise?
Enjoy this exercise. Okay, here. Do you enjoy this exercise? Thanks, Desiree. Jose, number 4. What are you going to put at the beginning? This is an information question. What do we put first, Jose? What time you usually or go to bed?
You.
Remember, it's a question. ¿Cómo empezamos una question?
Do.
Kind of, but in this case, we don't have do. We have what. Notice that we put that at the beginning, okay? So what time? Continue, please.
You usually go to bed. Oh.
What time do, don't forget the auxiliary, please. Here we have you, our auxiliary is do. What time do you usually go to bed? Number 5, Fabricio, tell me please, complete number 5. What? Auxiliary.
Think about you at the moment.
Look at the previous sentence, Fabricio. Read the previous sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Observe
What
this one
you-
and do the first and do the same here. Follow the same structure. What do you have after?
You think about at the moment.
Notice. Pay attention, Fabrizio. Microphone on. At the moment, right now. If the action is at the moment, we are not going to use simple present tense. We use present progressive. So, Fabrizio, change your sentence to present progressive, please.
What you
Instead
think
of what do you think,
about?
we are going to put it in present. That's present simple. Let's change it to present progressive. Remember, ing. What is the correct verb to be here, Fabricio? Am, is, or are? If it's you. Am, is, or are? Are. Continue.
Where are you going? Well, I don't know, where do you?
What are you? Ing.
Yeah.
Verb with ing, Fabricio.
Thinking about.
Thinking about. Continue.
At the moment.
At the moment. Very good. So notice when we have the progression, that means the action is not finished, it's still happening. At the moment or right now, we use present progressive. Okay? So it's pretty simple. Number 6, Crystal.
What are the teacher doing now?
What are you sure? R is for plural.
Is. What
Is.
is the teacher doing now?
Very good. What is the teacher doing now? Notice, at the moment, now, or right now will indicate that this is present progressive. So it's a progression of events. That's why we are going to use ing. What is the teacher doing right now? Okay, enjoying this exercise. Good job, guys. We're gonna go to the next page. We finished page 29. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to page number 30. Vocabulary of adjectives. Remember when we talk about parts of a speech and we talk about nouns, for example, they're the names of things. We also have descriptions or characteristics of all these objects. Those are called adjectives because they give a characteristic of something. For example, big, small, short, tall, intelligent, great, green, blue, okay? Any of those words that give us a characteristic of an object, those are adjectives. In order to make description, that means the other person understands better what am I talking about or what am I referring to. For example, the pen, but the gray pen, okay? So then you give a characteristic to the pen. The soft pen or the hard pen, okay? So now we're going to focus on these adjectives. Ivan, please, your camera. We have dirty, expensive, light, new, short, small. And we are going to find the opposite on the other side. Eric, your camera should be on, please. So on the other side, we have other adjectives that can be opposites to these ones. For example, dirty, something that is dirty, that has a lot of, I don't know, contamination, if we can say it. It's something that is not, that has, I don't know, mud maybe. Dirty. Opposite, clean. Everything is white and beautiful and shiny and no mess. Okay? Dirty, opposite, clean. Johnny, the opposite of expensive, please. Expensive. You have a lot, you need a lot of money to buy something expensive.
Old.
Not exactly.
Clean, teacher,
Is that
clean,
cheap?
clean.
Dirty and
No,
clean,
cheap,
yes.
cheap.
It's cheap.
Cheap, expensive, cheap. Thank you. Adriel, light. Something light that has that is shiny.
Like dark.
Dark. Thank you. Let me use this one. Light and dark. Good. Gillian, new. If it's something that is not new, is something.
New and old.
Old. Very good. Emily Calderon, short.
Large.
Sorry. You said large or long? I couldn't listen properly.
Large.
Large, kind of, but not exactly. Short is the opposite of long, okay? Something that is long. But in the case of large and small, we're not only talking about one dimension, how long something is, but we're talking about how long and how thick, okay? So the opposite of a small will be large, like in the clothes, small, medium, and large, like that, okay? So correct answers. Let's go to the next activity. We're advancing very, very fast on this book. Complete the sentences with the adjectives below. We have dirty, not clean, expensive, you need a lot of money to buy something expensive. Light would be that it's shiny or is something bright. New, the opposite old. Short, the opposite long, small, large, light, and dark. Let's start with Alejandro. Number 2, please. Read the sentence, please, Alejandro, and while you think.
These gloves are very
Look at the globes. They are, you need new ones because the ones you have
New.
are.
These gloves are you very new.
Wait a second, Adriel. Let me listen to Alejandro, okay? So what's the opposite of new, Alejandro? Look at the gloves, how they are. Observe. Alejandro, I need you to pay attention to the class. I already said what's the opposite of old. If you're paying attention to other things, then you're never going to know the answer, even though you know English. But you need to be connected to the class, please. Okay? So, Adriel, opposite of new.
Opposite of new is old.
Old. These gloves are very old. I need new ones. Angelica, your camera should be on, please, and tell me the answer of number 3. Angelica, are you part of the class? Can you listen? Your camera should be on and your microphone too. Okay. Justin, number 3. Microphone on, please, and work.
Clean.
Read, please.
I can put this sweater on. It's really
Look at the sweater. It's really,
clean.
look, it says, I can't put this sweater. Look at the sweater, observe. What is the characteristic of that sweater?
Small.
Is it small? Thank you. Manuel, number 4. Look at the shirt. Observe, what is the characteristic of that shirt? Microphone on, Manuel. You're working on your book, right?
The here is
Mhm.
a ver.
Look, observe the picture. It has a stain, it has ketchup, looks like ketchup on the shirt. What is the characteristic of that shirt? Expensive, dirty,
Dirty.
expensive, light,
Dirty.
dirty. Thank you. Remember to complete those answers on your book too. Eddie Garcia, next one. Number 5. Look. Read, please.
When you
Microphone
ride
on.
your bike at night, it is not safe to wear dark colors.
Good. Thank Eric. Thank you. Next one. Angel, 6.
That's
Mhm. 30 pounds or 30 euros for a pair of socks. Read, please.
I can repeat, please.
Read number 6.
30 euros for a pair of socks. That's
Dirty, expensive, light, new, short, small, clean, dark, large, long, or old. Third, imagine 30 euros for one pair of socks. That's 2 what?
large.
Not exactly.
Cheap
You're talking
teacher,
about
cheap,
money.
cheap.
You're talking about money. Cheap means it
Money.
costs very little money.
Okay,
It's the opposite.
Long.
Wait, Adriel, wait. Angel, tell me. You need a lot, too much money for just a pair of socks. So what is the correct expression? What's the correct adjective to describe that situation? $30. $30 for one pair of socks.
New me.
Not exactly. Domenica, tell me the answer, please.
Expensive.
Expensive. The socks are very expensive because you need too much money to get those socks, okay? Look around, right? Okay. Reading, let's go. Look at the photos. Alex Wick. Alex Wick. Wick, I think it is. Look at the picture and tell me. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Gillian, tell me, who is this person and what do you think is she doing? What does she do? What can you guess from looking at the picture? Justin, your camera should be on. Adriel, the same story. So look at the hat and the colors. What do you think she does? What's her profession? Do you think she's a teacher, she's a doctor, or what? Gillian, tell me your opinion.
Um,
Do you think she's a
Eh.
doctor?
no.
No? Then what? What is she doing? What does she do? If you say, if you know it in Spanish, tell me and we translate, okay? No problem.
I am a
Mhm.
friend.
Do you, sorry?
France.
Okay, well, if we talk about the country, then look, observe at her. What country do you think she comes from?
Un traje típico.
Kind of. Maybe she's a designer. Thanks, Gillian. Maybe she's a model. She designs, she has clothes. So look at that hat. What we can see here is that she knows about fashion. Maybe she's something related to fashion, right? So let's start reading this information about her before we finish our class. Emily Calderon, start reading, please.
Alec Wick was born in South Sudan in 1977. She had a
Give me a second. I don't have the complete article. Yeah, we need to read the article from here. Okay, you need to complete. It's A, B, or C, and it's not giving me the options. You cannot. Give me a second, Emily. Let me check this. Yeah, a lot of people is having problems with the internet today. A lot. But where are the options? Okay. First, we need to read it incomplete and complete the questions. So, Emily, just keep on reading without completing the answers, and then we go to do the next exercise. Yes, Adriel.
Down arrow, la flecha de abajo, aquí.
Yeah,
Hay que
we will.
presionar.
Okay, first, Emily, read please.
Where is Alec Wick from? In South Sudan.
She had a life. Continue.
Yeah. Born in South Sudan in 1977, she had a life there because there was a war at the of 14. She left her family in Sudan and moved to London to live with her sister. Sigo.
Yeah.
Learning English very she was a good student and she also worked hard after the school too. Money which they sent home to her mother. When she was 18, she went to college and studied fashion and
Technology.
business. Technology and
Technology.
business. Technology and business.
Good. Continue. Emily, continue reading, please.
Yeah, and she was very and one day person from the model agency saw here in the street and asked her
And
to work
ask.
for them, asked to work for them. It wasn't before she become a rich and famous model. No, she works to help people in the South Sudan.
Very good. So we could see Gilliam had a good guess over there, right? She was a model or she was involved with fashion. So, Domenica, tell me the first answer, please.
Where is Alec Wick from?
She's from
He's from mm, South Sudan.
Sudan. Very good. Or South Sudan, from the south of Sudan. Excellent, Domenica. Thank you. From Sudan. Next one. Where did she study? Eric Villota, tell me, where did she study?
¿De dónde mismo?
Did she study?
Ay, no veo, perdón.
Read, please.
When she was 18, they went to college and studied fashion, technology, and
Business.
business.
Okay, so where did she study?
Fashion,
No,
technology.
it says where, in what place? Mhm. In what place did she study? It says college, right? She studied in a college. In what city was that college? In Sudan?
Technology and business.
No. In what place? They study in a college. The college is in what city? In Sudan? Or where was she
Yes,
studying?
Sudan and moved to London. I know.
Moved to London. So where did she study? In a college in London. In a college in London. What does she do now? What does she do now? Last paragraph. What does she do now? It says she became a rich and famous model. Now she works to help people in Sudan. So what does she do now?
She is a famous model.
She is a famous model and help people from South Sudan. Right? She's a famous model and helps people from South Sudan. Okay? That's the correct answer. Please copy. Remember that the students that don't have book need to be copying these on their folder. They need to finish copying. I mean, they need to have those answers on the answer. Okay? The students that have the camera too, I cannot see you. Dennis, camera down. Matias, put your camera in the correct place, please. I need to see your faces. Sit properly in front of the camera. Thank you. Jose, Johnny, I need to see your camera your face on the camera. Thank you. Okay, finish copying the questions, the answers. Homework, guys, homework. Finish working on that page. Finish working page 31. Yeah, and you have to do activities 1, 2, and 3 from the platform for Friday. These activities are for Friday. So finish those activities and we will continue next class. Okay?
Teacher, platform.
Moodle
Cambridge,
platform. Moodle.
Miss, yo
One,
puedo
two,
arreglar
three.
lo de